Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Super excited you guys are here. We have a fun episode because we have, what do I say? Is it an episode?
It's an episode.
We have a fun video because I have a special guest today. We have Mr. Tom Antoniak himself.
Live into the mailroom, here we are reporting live.
And he is a highly requested guest because people said that when they saw him in the last video, they wanted more Tom. So I was like, okay, I can find a way to get him in here. We also get a lot of questions on Instagram, like, you guys, what do you do on like date nights? And what do you do? Like, people want to know more about Tom. They find him interesting, as many of us do. So I thought it would be fun to bring him on the YouTube channel. All right, so we are going to answer a bunch of questions, and I think it's a good mix of questions that are about us and then just advice for dating and how we do things. And are you excited?
I'm pumped, let's do it.
What are you most excited about?
Answer questions I don't see coming.
You don't see coming?
Yeah.
I'm gonna surprise you. I did it on my Instagram story, so I have a lot of really good ones. I guess we should start off by saying how we met. Do you want to tell the story, and then I'll jump in as you think.
Yeah, we were friends at Penn State and had similar friend groups. Never really were interested in each other like that. And then
someone was more interested in someone else, but
I was a little interested. Never gave up hope, but pretty much she transferred to Temple and I was still at Penn State, and then here we are 5 years later. We've been dating.
4 years later.
4 years later. Pretty much I had a Christmas party in my apartment. And
in Philly, once he moved back to Philly after school, because after Penn State he went to Philly for work.
Yep, and then had a bunch of people over and reached out to her and said, hey, do you and your girlfriends want to come? Mostly because I just wanted to get more girls to the party.
So your ratio better? Get
more people introduced to each other. And sure enough, we ended up hitting it off. I didn't see it coming.
Yep, and so we've actually been together ever since then. So it's been like 4 years now. Our official dating is in January, but 4 years we've been together, and it's been great. And now we live together, so we just moved in August if you're new. Okay, so any advice getting back into dating if you live in a small town? What would you say for advice? I would say definitely, I honestly think the apps are the way to go right now. Like I think you can find anyone in any town, doesn't matter if it's large or small. If I was single, I would be on dating apps. I would do Bumble, I would do Hinge, I would do them all. And I feel like it's not weird anymore. Like that's what people do. So I highly suggest it. And I think that if you're on those apps and you're a timid person or something, I just say like be bold, like be confident, go out on the date, do it. All the dates might not be successful. Like you might have 10 bad dates before you have a really good date, but I think you need to be consistent and you need to go on the apps. I think that's the only way nowadays. Like, okay, you can get set up, but like you can meet at a bar, but like really everyone at the bar is not really looking for like their next wife. Like I think that go on the apps, make the one-on-one time. That's my best advice.
Yeah, I think that people just overcomplicate it. Like I think everyone thinks, oh, I'm gonna get set up with someone, or maybe I'll find someone on the app, or all these set places of speed dating. But you never know where you're gonna meet someone. You could just be at work. I know a good friend of mine who met someone through work, and then here they are 3 years dating now. You might run into someone at the grocery store or something. Mm-hmm. You never know where you're gonna meet someone, even if you're volunteering. You're playing, so you can sign up for a kickball league or anything going on in your town. I mean, it's all about just meeting people. The more people you meet, the more chances you have to meet someone. Like when she came to my party, we didn't even really talk until like the very end, and we were just catching up, and then sometimes you could just tell when there's a little bit of spark. You can see that spark anywhere.
Yep, agree. Okay, so we also have these little whiteboards, and so we're going to ask questions, and then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and then we have to hold it up and like show it to each other. Okay? So the question is, if we have kids, how many kids do you want? Yeah. Okay, so you have to write how many kids you think I want, and I'll write how many kids I think you want. Okay, it's one number. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, no one can read yours. What does yours say? Her 3, me 2.
She wants 3, I want 2, but we're gonna have 2.
Okay. I said 2, I know he wants 2. He's like, 3's too many. I would do 3 or 4, but I'm holding hope, like 3, it's gonna be 3. What is your favorite non-physical trait about me?
Probably your humor. I think like it's really important to find someone who you can be yourself with, laugh around, because at the end of the day, the best part of life I think is making jokes and having fun, smiling.
But do you think I have that?
Yeah, and you actually cracked me up. And that was one of the first things when we first started talking, was like, wow, this girl's funny.
Oh.
And not many girls make me laugh. And I was like, okay, this could go somewhere.
Thanks, dude. I would say for you, definitely patience. Tom is a very patient person, and I am not a patient person at all. And he is literally like, the world could be crumbling, and he's like, it's all right, we'll figure it out. And I'm like, that is something that I need in my life. You're very patient with me when I have a short fuse, and I like that. Is there a puppy in our future?
There's a puppy in the future. Future is a long time, so we'll see when that date is. But we're gonna start things slow, you know. As Erin said, it's important to be patient. So we're gonna be patient, ease into things.
How did you react to my eating disorder, and how did it affect our relationship?
Well, I kind of already knew a little bit of background before you even came to that party we met, but didn't really think anything of it. I think like our first actual date, I had you over and I just ordered like a pizza to watch the football game the next day. I didn't really think anything of it, because I always just go through life trying to have moderation, you know. If you eat something unhealthy, you can eat something healthy the next day, and just be happy.
Yep.
So I never really thought about it. And then when you opened up like the next month or so, I was like, wow, this was pretty serious, but it still doesn't really affect.
No, I don't think it affects our relationship now, because Tom is really, without even knowing, I think he has really helped me. Like the things, just like when you fall in love with someone and you want to like go out to dinners and all this stuff, it's like you almost forget about your eating disorder. And granted, like I still have moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I really ate too much, or I really don't feel good, but like I think that's normal as a human to have those moments. It's just how I react to them now. And Tom is one to be like, don't let it get in your head, like you are perfect the way you are, like you always tell me that. And I just made it a conscious choice that like this was not going to be my life, and I was not going to let this be like a part of our relationship. Like my eating disorder is not invited to our relationship. It's a relationship between Tom and I don't think it has ever really affected our relationship.
I don't think so.
No. Do we fight a lot? No.
I think we probably fought like 2 times in the 4
We've never
years.
had a fight, honestly. We've never had a fight where we've not talked to each other. Like our relationship is very natural. Like, of course we have moments where we're like, oh my gosh, can you do this? Oh my gosh, can you do that? Like, but like we have a pretty healthy relationship, and I think that we both have been in relationships in the past where they weren't healthy. So it's cool to see that like when you find your person, it's like you're very, I don't know, there's no reason to fight. We just get along. Like we get along with everything, and we have disagreements, but doesn't everyone, you know?
Yeah, when you have disagreements, I think the most important part for us, I was even like telling my mom about it, is like we never really fight, because if one person gets annoyed or upset, then the next person, instead of saying, would you just relax or something, or keep begging them out, we always sit back and we say, all right, like, what happened? What did I do? What caused it? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. And even just having that person hear you on the other side always works out. Like we've never gone to bed and not talking to each other.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff where it's like sitting in your chest of like, oh man, so-and-so's mad.
I think we're
at me.
pretty lucky in that though, because there are couples that do fight a lot.
Yeah.
We honestly just don't fight. We just don't fight. It's just not something we do. What's our favorite restaurant in Philly?
Our favorite, probably Amada.
Amada. We like Amada a
Amada.
lot. It's a really good one. We
Like
like
Spanish tapas. If I just want to get takeout, you gotta go to Angelo's in South Philly. I wouldn't really call it our spot.
No.
I'll call it my spot.
Yeah.
Hit it up. You gotta go.
Where else do we like?
We like the Effie's. We love Greek food.
Yeah, Effie's is good. It's a hole in the wall. And we like Soraya. I've been saying it wrong. Soraya, we like that. I have a whole blog post on it, so you can see where some of our favorite spots are. What is your favorite thing that I make?
Entree wise, turkey Thai meatballs, peanut sauce is out of bounds. It's
I haven't made that in a while.
It's been a long time, but it's my all-time favorite. In terms of overall stuff,
Like desserts.
this peanut butter pie this week was...
It's not posted yet, but it'll be posted soon.
Out of control.
It might be posted by the time this is up. I don't know.
That's probably one of the best things I could just eat day after day.
Yeah. But you're just saying that because it's like a recent thing?
No, it
Is it
was
the best?
Yeah, when I was having it was like, yeah, this is the best, hands down.
How do we split our finances?
I'm definitely a big personal finance guy. I have huge spreadsheets where I just track everything monthly and see how much I'm basically made for the month and how much I save for the month and where I'm gonna put it. I don't even know how you track.
I have my own tracking methods. Don't worry about it. But how do we split is the question. So we split our apartment evenly. And we honestly, like, I buy a lot of groceries. So a lot of times I'm paying a lot more for groceries and I cook the meals and stuff, but Tom pays for a lot of the other stuff. And he will, like, he pays for our dinners out and like stuff like that. So basically at the end of the day, we're probably spending about the same. We both have good jobs and we feel like right now our finances are split, and I think that one day they will just be one big bucket. So we split everything pretty evenly. We don't do that whole like, okay, Venmo me for this, Venmo me for that, but we just split like our utilities, everything. Like we just have we still have 2 separate bank accounts. Obviously we're not married or anything, so that's how we basically do it.
Yeah, and like if we go out to dinner, we like to get cocktails before, so maybe Erin will get the check for cocktails, and then when we get to dinner, I'll pick up the tab, and somewhat even, but I think also like the guy tends to pay a little bit more because chivalry isn't dead.
But whatever, girls can be more too. Who's the messy one and how does the clean one handle it?
Well, obviously I'm the clean one.
That's not true. I don't think I think you're very clean. You're very, very clean. I think I'm also clean. Tom is clean in like aspects of like he gets in like spurts. Like he'll do like all of a sudden he'll vacuum and clean the entire house. But then like I go into the room and there's like clothes all over the floor.
Well, on my side.
On his side, but still there's clothes on the floor. Sees it. And then
out of sight, out of mind, that's what people say.
No.
Yeah.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
And then like kitchen is not really clean. Like he'll say he'll clean up and there'll be like food splatters around. So like I'm definitely more clean, like detailed clean. I do have my messy moments.
Clean.
Yeah, my room's not necessarily like the cleanest.
General clean.
Not like dirty, but just like disorganized kind of.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're both pretty clean. We keep our apartment really clean.
Yeah.
You get a dog tomorrow, what would you want to name it?
Probably Gronk or Buddy.
Oh, but he wants to name a dog Buddy.
Buddy. Hey,
no,
Buddy.
We're not naming a dog Buddy. That's like the most typical stupid name. Oh, sorry if your dog's name's Buddy. It's most typical, like everyone has a dog named Buddy growing up, or like a Buddy, like, you know?
I didn't, so
it's not Buddy.
Oh, well, I'm glad we answered that one.
Do you both live near your families?
She's probably an hour from her parents, and I'm like 4.
I'm like 45 minutes from my parents, and we're like 4 hours from Tom's parents. So we try to split holidays, and we see our families like a pretty decent amount I mean, we definitely see mine more because they're closer, but we're going up for Christmas. We'll be at Tom's house for a couple days, and we do a good job at that, I think.
Yeah, so I was talking to a friend yesterday about what it's like to split holidays. And if you think about it, there's only really like 3 big ones. Thanksgiving, then there's Christmas, and then there's Easter. So out of the 365 days in a year, you know, it's only really 3 or 4. So it's really not that hard to do.
How do you balance between work and life and still have a positive attitude?
For me, I'm just very, very systems based, where I say, all right, go to work out from say 6:30 to 7:30, go to work from 8 to 5, and I shut that off, and I don't really check emails or anything like that. And then I'm off doing whatever it is in my personal life, and just having that set kind of times and boundaries for me helps me separate all the different facets of my life.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's probably the same for me, honestly. What is the biggest challenge about living together?
Nothing really been challenging. I think like when we first moved in, we kind of already set expectations. Like I'm definitely more the person who does laundry and the vacuuming and that kind of stuff. He does the laundry, folks. I'm a big laundry guy. I like everything folded a certain way, clean, proper, put away certain ways. And that's just my expertise. And then you're more into the decorating and the feng shui and the cooking.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of know what our roles are in the apartment, so we know when someone needs to step up.
Yeah, I would say a challenge that we have is like just figuring out like how to handle things, like if there's something going wrong in the apartment, like who contacts this person, like how do we figure out, I don't know, we haven't really had many challenges, but just like figuring out the best ways of communication, because like I work from home and I don't know. we just have to figure those things out, but it's really not, there's nothing challenging. It's way better living together because I used to pack a bag every single weekend and drive down to Tom's house and live with him in a house full of boys, and it's just like now
awesome.
I don't have to pack a bag, I live here and it's great.
That was a great year, by the way. Shout out to the Hive, miss you boys.
They're definitely not watching.
They're definitely not watching, but if they are, love them.
A lot of questions about marriage and engagements.
Love that. Someone's not popping the question. I mean, I've been looking at this hand, nothing on there.
Are you healthy? Do you eat healthy?
During the week, I feel like I'm somewhat healthy. I shop healthy, I cook healthy, but I don't have healthy self-control at work.
Okay, so we were at Costco and we bought the Costco size bag of trail mix, and this is like a 5-pound Costco size bag of trail mix. And do you want to tell everyone what you did?
Well, I just finished it in a week.
In 5 days.
Pound per day, keeps the doctor away.
You eat a pound of trail mix.
But that's what, like nuts and all that stuff is very easy to just handful. I'll do one more handful.
You ate a pound of trail mix in.
Yeah.
Were you pooping trail mix?
By the time I came home from work, for dinner, I just wasn't even hungry because I ate enough calories to go like rock climb a mountain. But self-control, that's where I struggle.
Where's the best place we visited? I say Ireland.
Ireland was awesome.
We haven't gone to many international trips yet. We definitely have them on the schedule, but Ireland, yeah, was awesome together.
Yeah, San Fran I thought was a lot of fun too, because
Yeah.
we got to do some hiking, we got to do Napa Valley, we got to see the city.
Yep. Do you have any questions for me? I think I answered like majority of the questions on here.
What's your favorite part of living with me?
I already answered this, I feel like. Just like being around you all the time, and I don't know, it's fun. It's fun to live with your significant other.
Yeah, because we waited like 4 years. I think a lot of people like jump into it, but we took everything very slow, or each progression really meant something. So we went from first dating and seeing each other maybe once a week or every other week. Then last year even we started seeing each other maybe like consistently once a week. And then this year to have like be with that person a lot more.
Yeah.
After 4 years, when you really get to know someone, it's kind of a special moment. So
yeah, I
like kind of taking all these like small steps, because every next step is like a Super Bowl feeling instead of just rushing through it all. And then and everyone's different, obviously.
But yeah,
but that's
for sure.
how I like it.
Everyone's different. What is it like to date Erin Lives Whole, like someone who, and I'm literally like not famous whatsoever, but I sometimes get recognized. Like, what is that like? Okay, our camera ran out of space.
Early on, it was really weird, like always, because she'll have her hand out on the phone, and I'm like, I'm over here, and I feel like I was almost jealous of like, hey, focus on me, not the phone. Then it kind of became more normal, and I think we've set kind of boundaries. Like when we go out to dinner, I just want it to be just us, and we talk about where we're at and what's new, and I enjoy just that one-on-one connection. But then there's other times where I just kind of let her do her thing. It is funny when we're out in public and people are like, oh my god, you're Erin Lives Whole. And I'm just chilling there and I'm like, yeah.
But most of the times they know who you are too.
A lot of times they know who I am, or I'll make conversation with whoever it is, because we're all just people.
Yeah.
It is kind of interesting seeing how all this social media stuff, people can get really connected.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. We like it, and I love like seeing people out, and I feel like Tom does a great job. I love when he gets recognized by himself when I'm not around. That's the fun one.
Oh my god, you're Erin Lives Whole boyfriend. Yeah, that's me.
It's funny. Okay, another question?
What's your favorite food?
Favorite food in the entire world is like food or meal?
Food.
No, like meal on maybe.
Okay, meal.
Okay. My favorite meal ever is like a big like plate of hummus with warm pita and like some sort of like chicken, like roast chicken with like I love that. Or I also love like, okay, that's really random, like that's one like big like Mediterranean spread. Love that. Love a good chicken parmesan with like spaghetti. Like that is a comfort food. And growing up, I always had my mom made chicken piccata for every single one of my birthdays with spaghetti, and that was my favorite meal ever. What about you?
Favorite go-to food have to be chicken parm sub.
You copied me.
No, that's my favorite item.
That was never your favorite food before.
Yeah, big fan.
I've never heard you once say that or ever seen you order it.
Yeah.
I've never seen you order. You decided because I said chicken parm.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, you said chicken parm. I don't want the spaghetti. I want on a sandwich. And my go-to favorite food meal, probably Greek gyro.
That's a good
With
one.
like tzatziki sauce and the fresh tomatoes and the onion.
Yeah.
Especially
We
when
like food. Like we like food. Like I would consider us foodies for sure. It like the new restaurants, we're always trying them. Like we like the underground food. Like same with Hot in Philadelphia that people don't know about yet.
love food.
We do love food. AKA why I've gained weight since dating you.
Wonderful.
Any questions?
What's one thing that's been changed your viewpoint or something that's changed in your life from dating me? Mindset, activity, something different.
That I don't know. Do you have one for me?
After dating you, I feel like I was always go to the gym, like do the old classic lifting cardio combo. And then I've gone to so many of these classes like Orange Theory and the boot camp classes,
Flywheel.
and I flywheel, all the cycling classes. And that's been kind of eye-opening and kind of fun. At first I was like, I don't want to go spin with a bunch of girls. And it's actually been a lot of fun. It's been a really good workout. Got to learn a lot about my body and some of the big muscle groups that you can work doing different activities.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where at the time it's like, I don't want to do that, but you just do it and see what happens.
And it means a lot to me. Like I love when he comes with me. Like it's my favorite thing in the world. So,
yeah.
For me, this is kind of cheesy, but like I kind of was one of those girls that like thought that you could never be fully comfortable with around someone else. And now I'm like, oh my gosh, like those other boyfriends that I had, like I was still like, oh, like nervous to do anything, but like we're very open and honest and you're my best friend and I would do anything for you. And I feel like you can be in love with your best friend, and I'm so excited for the rest of our lives together. And now I'm proposing. No, but I'm just, I think it's cool that like you can have your best friend and like I tell Tom everything. Like he is my dude. Like we don't hide anything from each other. We are very open. We're very comfortable. Sometimes too comfortable with bodily functions.
Story time is story time.
But honestly, no, we have a great relationship, and I think that you've taught me that like you can literally be in love with your best friend.
So, yeah, perfectly said.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks. If you ever want us to do another one and you have more specific questions, we can definitely answer them. Did you like coming on?
Yeah, so if you have any questions, please comment. We'll get back to you and maybe we'll do another subsequent series.
Yeah, so let us know and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
And while we're recording, Tom insisted that we have the Patriots on in the corner.
We have to. Gotta keep up to date. Now it's time to get back to work, everyone.
You're blurry.
Thank you. I blended.
Cute.
I'm gonna shake my honey. Yeah. I'm gonna shake my honey. Yeah. I'm gonna shake my honey.
Shake your hiney.